Miss Gould, if you don't mind. Miss Gould, we have a generation of children and young adults who have not drank milk. And that's because we try to serve them some imitation milk, fatless milk that tastes like water with powder in it. As an obstetrician gynecologist, I'm very concerned about osteopenia and osteoporosis, that in 20 years from now, those young adults, children, never reach their peak of their bone density. And no matter what medicines I give them, when they reach menopause, the women, we will never be able to keep their bones strong. I think that's a great example of Washington, D.C. trying to legislate or try to tell nutritionists and schools what to serve children. I'm equally concerned about the Tier 3 specs, and I know other folks have talked about this, but I just want people to realize that a Tier 3 pizza is basically a piece of cardboard without cheese on it. So what will happen is, and I guess that's my question is, which is going to be worse for a young child, to eat all of a Tier 2 meal or eating a fourth of a Tier 3? Because I just don't think kids are going to eat Tier 3 diets. How hard is that going to be to implement in the school system?
Thank you for your question. I think you nailed it. It is going to be incredibly difficult. And ultimately, we want nutrition going in our students' bellies. We want them to actually eat the meals and get the nutrition into them. We know that if they don't like it, if it is too restrictive, they will choose to not eat it. And I think that's the balance we need to be considering, because we're also in the limits of Tier 3. We are eliminating many culturally diverse items from students' menus. So we've got to think about the whole child. I don't think one nutrient is the premise for if they're going to be obese or not. I think we've got to look at the overall meal and ensure that there's nutritional quality in that meal and it's getting into their stomachs.
Thank you. And I just got to put an exclamation mark on the whole milk part of this, that the whole milk has fat in it, which allows people to absorb vitamins A, D, E, and K. And that's especially important, of course, in my pregnant patients, how important it is to absorb those vitamins. There is a such thing as good fat.